up, everybody? I know this is a super late stream. So, yeah, it's super late stream today. Normally, you know, I like to go in the morning. But today's been kind of busy. I was up early. And I ended up taking a nap. After I got done, I had an appointment and a couple other things I had to take care of. So, yeah, I came home and passed out. That's what went down today. All right. So we are in Southern Barrens now, I think. I think that's where I left it off. We're just outside of it anyway. Oh, look. Finally, the random mount thingy popped up with the Tangled Dreamweaver. He's so cool. Except running the gauntlet. I could have sworn I took this quest the other day, but obviously I did not. So we have the entirety of the Southern Barrens to do.
Hello.
Hello.
At least I think. Hang on, let's go real quick. Because I know I've done some of this stuff. I know I have. Let's go check it out real quick. See what Clover has on her. All right. Whoa, mama. Whoa, mama. Interesting. Okay, no. So BTW quests. We're gonna go to Cataclysm, Southern Barrens, Fort Triumph. Why does that have? Well, that's the Horde side, maybe. I think maybe they cleared this all out when the Cataclysm happened, so. All right. Sorry, I was just checking that character to see. Just trying to see if there's one that I've, like, you know, gotten through most of the way so that I don't have to do all of this again. But it doesn't look like it. So we will just go through it. All right. But yeah, today's been very busy. I was up at 5:30, ran to the airport to drop my mother-in-law off, and now finally have a moment I know, I should have finished it then. So what I was trying to figure out is, I know that I've done a lot of these quests before, and so it's silly to have to redo some of them, but it seems like maybe some of the progress was wiped when Cataclysm happened. At least that's what I've been hearing. So I'm going to have to redo it, but it's like the very last thing that I have to do. There are 146 steps, which includes like running to a place to turn in and stuff like that. So it's not that much stuff really, but let me see. Kill 8 Hunter Hill Scouts. Yeah. Look around you, Warlock. We've had no luck dislodging the Horde from the hidden trails that overlook this valley. They appear out of nowhere to ambush our supply caverns and then disappear into the hills. I need you to run the gauntlet to Honor's stand and let them know the roads still aren't safe. Talk to Mattingly, the supplies officer by the gate, and kill a few of these brutes along the way. Now, it's possible that some of my Horde characters may have done this. I love Zygor. It makes things so easy. Horde scouts hiding in the ruins up ahead ambushed my supply train. Only 2 of the bodyguards made it out there alive, and me, I used to have hair. The supplies I was delivering are scattered through the ruins up ahead. Gather them and take them to Janice Mattingly at Honor's stand. If they can't make it to Stone Talon, at least we can take them keep them out of Horde hands. Gather 10 Stone Talon supply crates from the ruins west of Honor's stand. I do kind of want to check another character just to see. Well, part of why I hopped on this tune was to level her, and then like I'm not, these are too low level quests. I never play with music on because I like the in-game sounds. That, and if I'm streaming, then there's a risk of like getting the DCMA stuff, so I just don't do it. I actually have the game turned way down. Hang on. Let's fix that. I was trying to hear some of the emotes the other day. But I do get some experience turning in some of the quests. And then I'm an herbalist, so I just pick up stuff that I see along the way. So I've made like, I don't know, 1 1/4 levels or something doing this. I feel like this still needs to be louder. I love the music here. Oh, I turned the music down. That's why. This really brings me back to playing in vanilla. And I know I could do that experience again, and I probably will for Wrath. But I just wanted to get some of this stuff done. I could have sworn though that I've done some of these quests since they redid everything. They're ambushing the roads to Stone Talon 2. We just can't get a break here. Where are they coming from anyway?
Have a good one.
What's the story out there? What? Our supplies? They were meant for Stone Talon. No matter at the rate we're going, we need them more here. Honor stand has been cut off from the coast, Kita. Commander Singleton is at his wit's end.
Safe travels.
Hey! Murky, how's it going? Do you guys have big plans this weekend? I know it's not a big weekend for you guys, Lego. Okay. Yeah, I know it's not a big weekend in the UK, but in the United States, of course, and in Canada.
Hey there.
Kita, I certainly don't want to deliver my report to Commander Singleton without at least a little bit of good news. We've got to wrestle control of these roads back from these Horde holdouts. From what we can gather, Kona Thunderwalk is the name of the ringleader. He's got a camp just north of here. A Stone Talon native, he knows these roads better than his own hide. If we can wipe him out, resistance from the west might vanish. Find and kill Kona Thunderwalk, then report to Commander Singleton.
See you later.
Kona! Happy Treason Day. I don't know though, with all this shit that is going on, I don't know that we need to celebrate. We got invited to go on our friend's boat, but I need to see if like one of the boys can watch the dog because the dog really is afraid of fireworks. So I can't take him on the boat with us and we can't leave him alone for the same reason. So nice. So our supplies aren't getting through. Honor stand just gets more and more isolated. Still, the defeat of Thunderwalk should send out a signal to our foes that we mean to stay. Thank you, Kita. Well, that was easy. That's already done? Really? Wow. Okay, so first one's down. It was like 3 quests. Murky, did you hear the news about our BlizzCon pal? I'm sure you have. We're kind of a gossipy bunch. That kind of news spreads really fast. Yeah. My thoughts on that? Okay, I'm not a big pal. This is gonna be kind of tricky. I'm not a huge fan of that person. Hey, I was gonna say good morning. I'm so used to streaming in the morning. Good afternoon. I'm not a huge fan of that person. We were friends before, and I always thought he was kind of a dick, because he is. And then there's another person that I'm friends with, that you were also friends with. I'm sorry for the people that this is sounding kind of ambiguous and, you know, a little vague. I just don't want to publicly say people's name. Right, that's exactly it. But the final straw for me was when he took another mutual of ours, the one that will no longer talk to you, and posted her police record. It is dramatic. The BlizzCon crowd can be very dramatic. So, okay, so I cut him off after he posted her police record because I thought it was pretty rude that he was bringing stuff up that happened many years ago. She'd already done her time, and that was done and over with. She paid her debt to society. There's no reason to keep dragging that stuff up, especially when everybody already knew about her history. She's never been quiet about that. So that pissed me off. Okay, so that was a few years ago. So now fast forward to the people that don't know. There's a group called BlizzCon and Chill, and a big, or BCC for short, and a bunch of those people Yes, and everybody already knew all the bullshit. Everyone already knew her history. She was never silent about that. And it was from when she was like an 18-year-old kid. You know, she's a grown-ass woman now. I'm sure. I don't know who it was, but maybe I don't want to know. So, this weekend, or like last week, there were members of the BlizzCon community, specifically from this group, BCC, that went to Las Vegas. And they do that every year. It's a big thing. Everyone has a really good time. This year, there's a guy who's very involved in that community, in the BlizzCon community, was allegedly intoxicated and got really grabby hands with a bunch of the women. And, you know, after all the shit that has gone on with Blizzard and the issues that we've been having with them, like sexual harassment in the workplace, and, you know, he was always kind of like this. Like Murky said, everybody knows this guy, and it's not like he was just like some fringe person in the BlizzCon community. So he was touching women without their consent, women that were also friends and part of this group, like not strangers. Not that that would make it okay, but like people that he knew and people that trusted him, he was doing that to. And it's not just hearsay. I validated that before we removed him from Club Tito's and before I removed him from the BlizzCon workout group. But he also admitted it, and he admitted that he has a problem, and he apologized. But it is my understanding, I've never heard this before. It honestly really surprised me about this guy, because as big of a jerk as he was, I never ever saw this kind of behavior from him, ever. Now people are saying that this has been a thing for a while, and oh yeah, he's been known to do stuff like this. So it's like we keep going in this perpetual circle. So all this stuff just happened like within like the last week, and then I don't know if he came out with it after, like, it came out after everybody got home. I don't know if he came out with it because someone outed him for it, or if he like made a confession and that's how it came out. I don't know those circumstances. I think he was outed and now he's like, my bad, blah blah blah. What I'm wondering is if he's really sorry. I think he's probably just sorry that he got caught, and he's trying to gaslight everyone into thinking that he's sorry. That's my guess. So it's very disappointing, because the BlizzCon community, okay, and I realize this has not been the experience for many people. The BlizzCon community, with the group of people that I know and I hang out with, are not like that. It's always safe. Murky can attest to that. So we just don't have... Yes. That's, I think that's what it would be called, virtue signaling. So it's a little, you know, it's, we find ourselves back at square one again. It just keeps like perpetuating, keeps going around. And I realize as long as we always have relationships and alcohol involved, and maybe even a little social awkwardness, like maybe this will always be a thing. But you know, I'm not trying to victim shame or anything like that, but like, if someone's doing something to you, and I get it, it's difficult, you know, people are afraid of being hurt or reprisal, say something. And but more importantly, if you are someone on the outside and you see someone misbehaving, it is your obligation to say something. And if you don't feel comfortable saying something directly to that person, go find an authority figure that can help you. But especially in our community, and especially with people that have been around a long time, like, that guy's not dangerous per se. Like, he's not going to kill you. He's not going to beat you up. But, like, yeah, maybe he's going to grab your ass or touch your boob or something. Like, say something. Don't let him do that, and don't let other people get away with it. And then I guess there was another guy that I don't really know that was also kind of misbehaving too, but I have no idea who he was. And I guess one of the girls, I don't know. Anyway, it was a mess. It was a mess. So, and I'm kind of upset about it because I really love that community, and it's just disappointing that we're like back at square one again. So, I'm ranting. Sorry. I had heard of enormous seismic anomalies here in Kalimdor, but I had no inkling that the geological chaos would be so profound. I need an up-to-date survey of the destruction while I stay here to study the seismic readings. Could you gather some data via my automated survey craft? I'll take care of all the flying. When the survey is complete, present the data to my colleague Horton Gimblehart in Northwatch.
Very well then.
Yeah, well, thankfully the group that talked to Nib, okay, I guess I should probably get off my mount. The group that I primarily represent, which is called Club Tito's, I would think so. I would think that probably ruined it for a lot of people, and that guy will probably never be allowed at BlizzCon ever again. I mean, not that Blizzard would stop him from going, but there's no way he could show his face there. There's no effing way. The group that I'm part of, Club Tito's, which Murky is also part of, our whole premise is inclusion and keeping people safe. And, you know, if you have to, like, our motto is never con alone. We also say don't be a cunt. You know, treat people with respect, with kindness. We don't care who you are or where you're from. We don't care if you're a man, a woman, if you're trans. We don't care if you're gay. We don't care about any of that. We just, are you a gamer? Are you a cool person? Like, come be part of us. We'll, you know, accept you. You can hang out with us. And we normally have a pretty good time. But our number one rule is, like, we keep our people safe. So I had to remove him, which sucks. We never take that sort of thing very lightly. It takes a lot to remove someone from the group. They have to really do something egregious, and that definitely goes along those lines. All right, the gyros are all spun up. Are you ready to fly my survey? I am ready to fly. Ooh. Go in this cute little helicopter. So we'll probably fall into the fire. Does Deathwing still fly around? I remember when I got killed by Deathwing and finally got that achievement, and it was on this character, even though, like, she's just an alt. I don't want to say just an alt, but she's an alt. I don't play her as my primary character. House Flipper. Why am I, like, confused by that? So yeah, I don't know how much we're gonna do this weekend. We're alone for the first time in our house in a month. John has a cold, not COVID. He took a test, so we're clear. But yeah, so I guess video games, and I'm gonna work on some projects that I've got. Maybe purge my closet, like really interesting stuff for the next few days. I'd planned on doing a lot of that today. I was actually pretty tired after my early morning. Yes! Yep. We left at 6 a.m. I dropped her at the airport at 6:45. And the last I knew, that was probably right before I laid down for my nap. 1:30-ish Eastern time, she was on her flight to go back to her next connection, which was Charlotte to Phoenix. So I'm assuming she'll probably be landing maybe in an hour. That's probably a 4-hour flight. So yeah, the poor lady finally went home. You know, she was very stressed. So were we. Yeah, she was here for a whole month. So she is on her way back to California. Good for her. And you know, we'll see her. I don't know when we'll see her next. She does live alone, but she lives in the same neighborhood as her daughter. She lives next door to her son-in-law. So John's sister has a child, no longer with the father. They're divorced, but they all live in the same community. She lives next door to the son-in-law, and then the daughter lives like around the corner. She's also not that old. She's 67, somewhere around there. And then her siblings are also there as well. Not in that like specific community, but wait, what? Can't you see we're under attack here? Yeah. Oh, I'm sure that is a lot. I'm sure that is a lot of it. And I think that she feels very secure around her son. He's pretty stable person, so I think it makes her feel good, you know, because he's a good dude. Gimblehart snatches the readouts from the survey craft and then stuffs them haphazardly into a duffel bag. Yes, of course, I'll give Nib's findings careful study. Later, from the safety of the Eastern Kingdoms, if I have anything to say about it. Alright, the Admiral won't back down. What? You want to stay here to fight? Typical warlock. Wanting to stay and fight for the Horde while there's still a chance for it. Look, if you really want to save Northwatch, you should report to Admiral Aubrey in the tower behind me. He's keeping his ships here to fight instead of ferrying us all away like I begged him to. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have got to finish packing. All right. So yeah, so I dropped her this morning, came back, ran to the grocery store. Looks like we gotta run upstairs. Ran to the grocery store, hung out for a little bit, then I had an appointment. Went to the kava bar for a little bit, and then like drinking kava kind of makes me sleepy, so when I got home I ate and then took a nap, and here we are. Super exciting day. It was kind of nice. It's nice to have those days. I see something on my shirt. Oh, it's fuzz. Must be from like the blanket. You've ventured all the way here from Honor's Stand. Excellent. We could be your experience here. We could use your experience here. They may have breached the walls, but Northwatch isn't going to come down without a fight. Repel borders. Kita, the sea is our only lifeline, and right now most of my fleet is either streaming back to Theramore for repairs or rusting to the bottom of this bay. Only the Black Pool remains afloat to defend our harbor. But she's just signaled that she's being boarded. Speak to me when you're ready. I'll have one of our naval griffins deposit you right on the deck. Slaughter the rage roar sea dogs who dare assault my precious ship and report to Captain Fisher for further orders. Speak to Admiral Aubrey to fly to the Black Pool and kill 6 rage roar sea dogs. Got it. Alright, let's get a ride. Oh, I'm sure. And she lives all the way across the country from us, too. Just like I don't live by my family either. Our immediate family, I should say. I do have some aunts that live in Florida. But our parents and stuff are all at least a 2-hour flight away. Alright, let's kill these dudes. Parents and siblings. So I'm kind of debating that I'm kind of thinking I want to play. How convenient that there's, 6 of them clustered right here. Kind of want to play Sims. It's been a bit, and I was thinking of doing like one of those Sims challenges on stream. God, I'm stuck in the freaking net. All right.
You need something?
You make a hell of a marine, Kita. We'll mop up the others, but it looks like the Horde fleet is disengaging. Maybe to land more troops ashore. Admiral Aubrey will want to know what to. Admiral Aubrey will know what to do. Talk to me when you're ready to fly back. Okay.
Have a good one.
Let's fly back. Yep. So this is where we're at. I have 6 different storylines, but there's 9. I'm on step 19 out of 146. So, not that much, and then I'm going to complete it. I'm going to complete it today on stream. That should be pretty cool, right? I hope. Let's see how that goes. So let me see. I'm going to check on this flight status while we're flying. This morning I had this like crazy. So Phoenix is what? 2 hours behind us? Is that it? No, 2 hour. Phoenix is mountain time, right? Yeah, you get a tabard and maybe a title. So the flight actually should be a landing right now. Let's look at the status. Yeah, here, let's go look. We don't even have to guess what we get for that. Loremaster. Reward title and Loremaster's colors. So you get the title, the Loremaster, and you get that tabard. What time is it? Is Phoenix Pacific time? I thought it was Mountain. It is Mountain Standard Time. Oh, Arizona doesn't change time zone. Like, you guys don't change back and forth. So it is Mountain Time, but there's still 3 hours like Pacific time right now. Got it. That's what it is. That's why I decided to do it now before Dragonflight comes. And just get it done with. I mean, they'll add on Loremaster for Dragonflight, and I'll do that when the time comes, but... Except... Alright, there's a quest up here.
Well met.
Is the Phoenix airport large? I don't know that this woman's gonna make her connection in Phoenix. It's a very tight connection there. I didn't realize it was that close, or I wouldn't have booked it. Oh, she only has to go a couple gates down once she lands. Hopefully she makes it. Alright, Captain Fisher signaled us from below. The Horde fleet is landing shore parties. We can't let them flank us from the beach. I've already sent 2 of my best gunners down there to defend the beachhead. Talk to Cannoneer Smith down on the shore. You'll have to fight your way through the courtyard to get there. See if you can help the others secure the hold on your way down.
Or the Alliance.
Right. So yeah, Phoenix doesn't do daylight savings, so even though they're mountain time, currently it's like they're Pacific. Oh, I need to turn on Loot Appraiser. I forgot. Got it.
Good day to you.
Warlock, thank the light. They've practically driven us back to the docks. The courtyard is overrun. We're out of canister shot and the orcs are getting ready for an assault up the hill. We need to improvise some scattershot and fast. Hurry, run into the broken tower here and grab whatever sharp, pointy bits of scrap metal you can lay your hands on. Knives, forks, nails, anything. Load the cannon when you've got an armful. Alright.
Have a good one.
I saw that thing looking all shiny. The cannon. Here we go. I think so, except that it won't take effect until like next year. Something like that. I'm not sure that it actually passed though. I guess I could Google that. Let's look. Daylight savings. 2 days into daylight saving time, the U.S. Senate has passed Senator Sheldon Whitehouse's legislation to make it permanent nationwide. Let's see. It still needs to pass Congress. So I think that if they vote yes, then it'll go into effect maybe in the fall. Paxton has already loaded a charge into the cannon. All it needs is the ammunition you improvised. The horde is massing at the base of the hill. Breathlessly, you stuff the debris you collected into the muzzle of the cannon. Step back, cover one ear, and tug on the igniter cord.
Hey there.
That's one way to clear a hill. Those corpses are impaled with knives and forks. The Rage War clan has breached the walls, but we can still turn this fight around. Go down the hill and help our men hold on to the courtyard below.
See you around.
I got a bad feeling.
This fight isn't over, Warlock, not by a long shot. Some of the soldiers in the courtyard still have breath in their lungs. We can save them. I've soaked these rags in an herbal remedy we used to rely on back in Gilneas. The smell is office, but this poultice can practically raise the dead. Use these bandages on wounded defenders down in the courtyard and we'll see if we can't get them back in the fight.
Keep your chin up, eh?
So we're gonna gross them out so badly that they, like, don't die, basically. Is that what it sounded like to you guys? That's what it sounds like to me. Why do these bandages smell like wet dog? Well, sir. Kind of want a snack. I like how this guy just starts walking nonchalantly after we kill him. After we kill the guy that he's fighting, I should say. It's like, no big deal. I was just fighting for my life and now I'm gonna go for a stroll. Alright, so we've got all those guys. Did we get all our loot? Now we just need to wake up one wounded defender. Oh, there's one over there. Aubrey sent you? Good. I take it you know your way around a cannon? We've got the hardware, but not the manpower, Kita. Man one of those carronades on the shore here and take out these incoming boats. Use a Northwatch shore battery to destroy 10 Rage Roar rowboats. My gosh, that is the tongue twister. Okay. Okay. Can we kill those guys with the once they're in the water? Oh, I missed it. Let's go here. Still not enough. I'm clearly not good at aiming. I mean, that's a long ways. You gotta aim like a little in front of it, right? Oh, we're gonna miss that one. Maybe not.
Greetings.
Ho ho, the beach is ours. We just might keep a foothold on this miserable dust ball of a continent after all.
Be careful.
Alright, let's follow the path up. Down here.
How are you?
Great work. We've knocked them on their heels, maybe long enough to shore up our defenses, provided we find a way to take out their artillery. Lifting the siege. We'll never be able to resecure the fortress walls so long as Rage Roar and his goons have access to artillery. I need you to fight your way across that chasm and take out his big guns. Orcs season their heavy machinery with coal tar, which makes them flammable. Take my torch and burn any catapults you see north of Northwatch. That seems dumb to make your weapons flammable. Then torch those big blade throwers in Rage Roar's base camp. Those things have killed enough of our men.
Safe travels.
What can I do for you?
I hope you have enough of those bandages. I hope you have enough bandages. My supply of those herbs was cut off when these brutes sacked my beloved Gilneas. A steady stream of the walking wounded have come up the hill to see me, Kita. I trust that was your work. Well done. I have encountered the Rage Roar clan before, Kita. They are not led by an orc, but by a monster, a war-gorged fiend without a shred of decency or compassion. He and his lieutenants must be killed, not just to save the Northwatch, but for the good of all of Azeroth. Karga Rage Roar wears a helm. Execute him, Warlock, and bring the helm to me. It is of particular importance. Rage Roar has made his camp across the chasm east of here. So we're going to slay 4 of the lieutenants and get his helm when we kill Karga. Okay. Got it. Let's go do some murderfying. Burn 3 catapults. Oh. We were right down here.
It's still recharging.
I guess that one's already burning, huh?
I can't
Yeah.
use that item yet.
Look at all these storm mounts, right? Okay. Alright, we did that. Now we gotta kill... Burn a blade thrower. Is this it?
I need to get closer.
No. It is not. Oh, this big thing.
I'm out of range.
So it's made out of wood and rope, and they coat it with tar. Smart. Really smart of them. Oh yeah? They got you. Alright, let's go return this home. Is he dead? Do you have his helm? What does it look like? Oh, we can't click that. Tolliver grasped the helmet reverently with quivering hands. Rage Roar's battleships intercepted our vessel as we fled from Gilneas. We were to be carried here as trophies to the war chief. As we neared the shore, some of us fought back. Rage Roar, he began killing indiscriminately, howling with laughter. Our ship capsized, and he ordered his men to fire at us as we drowned. Few of us made it to land. Afterward, I learned that he wore my brother's scalp as a trophy. Wow, that is really gruesome. That is really gruesome. So, we got the next one. Southern Barrens. Southern Barrens quests. No.
Hello.
Looks like I am dropping frames, but I don't know why. Burn it all, Warlock. Burn it to cinders. I kind of think there's something going on with my computer, and I've been thinking about getting a new one. Good. Without heavy equipment, the Horde will have to pull back to regroup. We brought ourselves some time to secure the fortress. Well done. We've bought ourselves. Okay, so next achievement
See you later.
in the story is done.
You need something?
That'd be cool. I'd love to go over that. I still haven't looked at microphones. Been so busy with all the other stuff. Yeah, I had someone leave a comment on Facebook where they were like, hey, how are you? I usually don't have a problem, but I had someone say the other day that they were like, man, you got some slow ass internet. But I don't think it's the internet. I think it's the computer. It rebooted on its own yesterday. But I've had other issues with the computer. It's better now, right? It's not. The Admiral will be pleased that Northwatch is almost secured, but if we're to keep a grip on this continent, we're going to need to maintain the supply lines to the interior. Just before the assault, I received the strangest of reports from Corporal Tegan, who's in charge of maintaining our contact with Forward Command. Says he's having trouble with the jungle. There's no jungle in the Barrens. Follow the upper road out of Northwatch and see if you can render any assistance to our wayward corporal.
Have a good one.
Low latency mode. Is that under stream settings? I guess maybe after you and I can hop on a call and I can show you what I got. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna grab a snack really quick. I'm feeling kind of snacky. It'll literally just take a minute or two. Got some watermelon and some nuts. Mmm. Well, I am multi-streaming, so that might have something to do with it. I'm streaming to YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Oh, I needed that. But yeah, my browser has been really slow lately. All right, let's move on. Maybe it's because I'm playing Alliance. I'm being punished. No, I don't. Well, okay, wait, I take that back. Twitch is not, YouTube is. For the live stream, I have to leave that on or it doesn't work. Gnomes are awesome. All right, let's see. Hang on. Cast manager, I'll tell you what's going on. Short answer, yes. Let me see what's using up the CPU. Okay, no, I lied. %, 66% CPU utilization, and it's Razer Cortex, which is really going crazy. It's using 20% of the CPU. I'm gonna close that. That's just, what do I use that's Razer? My keyboard and my mouse. They have weird clipping issues too. Like line of sight issues because they're so tiny. They're cute. And then the next biggest thing is OBS. And then wow. Chrome. Let's sort this by name. Hang on. You see everything kind of froze up for a second. GPU's at 40%. And it's WoW, of course. Okay. Let me know if that gets a little better. I just see why the Razer Cortex. The encoder is hardware NVENC.
What can I do for you?
All right, let's talk to Jeffrey Long. Yeah, I switched it to the GPU, but like I said, I've thought since I got this computer that there's something weird with it. I've had issues all along. I've changed a bunch of stuff to alleviate. But ultimately, I wonder if there's something like on the motherboard that's causing issues. Hey Warlock, are you headed to support Corporal Tegan? He's in charge of keeping the supply routes open. He's got 2 of the most ornery dwarves I've ever met in charge of sundries. If you want to make an impression on those 2 crotchety hunters, you're going to need to show that you can hold your own against the predators around here. The raptors west of the hold here are especially vicious. Bring Groucho some fresh hides and you will make an impression while supplying the troops in one swoop.
See you around.
I wonder if there's like a short on the motherboard or something. I appreciate that. I want it to be a good experience. Like if I'm gonna do it, I wouldn't watch a choppy stream, you know? And YouTube is saying YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. So there's something going on. Stream status poor. Maybe I should just end stream on YouTube and then post a video later.